right. I'm just kind of cranking these out today. Everyone's being very, very helpful and accommodating of me. I ran into County Commissioner Brian Maughan, who's done some really great work with a program called Shine. So I want to talk about Shine. It's something I've always wanted to visit with you about, but every time there was an opportunity, it seemed like there was a tower going up or the First National was getting utilities cut off, but it's not that I don't appreciate it. It's really a wonderful program, and I saw the documentary. But talk a little bit, first of all, about what Shine is and how it started.
Sure. Shine stands for Start Helping Impacted Neighborhoods Everywhere, and it was designed in 2010 as an alternative sentencing program. Instead of 30, 60, 90 days in jail for low-rate offenses, you might otherwise be sentenced by the courts for 30, 60, 1 or 2, 3, 400 hours of community service. So they go back and pay their debt off to society, where they have to pay their own transportation, their own health care, their own meals, and their own wardrobe. Everything's on them, just like everyday people when they go to work.
And it's making a difference in our community's appearance and needs that we have. Talk about that.
It's been a huge impact. You know, we first started off with trying to abate graffiti, and then we extended it to red cedars, and those are the two excuses where we can go on to private property and with the property owner's permission work to, abate those problems. But the other has gone into schools, parks, and neighborhoods. It's been a huge impact with cleaning up vagrant camps, overgrown, gnarly areas, also just in general with a lot of quality of life events that are going on. The biggest expense is set up, tear down, and clean up. So most of those occur on government property, like the Arts Festival and the races on the Oklahoma River and all the things at the fairgrounds. And so we can go and assist on that labor component. The library book sale, that's a lot of heavy lifting. And so all these are deemed as honest labor, but they're hard labor projects. And generally when people get on there, they decide they don't want to come back for another tour of duty on the Shine crew.
And yet I imagine this also probably spares people from losing their jobs and having their lives ruined.
That's the whole thing. We're trying to keep them in their family unit. We want them to be able to keep paying taxes, pay off their court fees, their child support. We have the state with the largest number of grandparents raising grandparents, the largest number of participants on sooner care, and we have the largest number of females incarcerated. So all of this helps to keep the family units together, but we're still in law and order where they still have to pay their debt back to society.
I imagine this makes a big difference for the working poor who just get caught up.
It does, and we've seen a transformational process occur in a lot of the souls of those offenders where they've said, you know what, I didn't feel like I got away with it, I understand it, I don't want to do this again, and a sense of pride in where they've gone and worked in the community. And it's not been uncommon for several of those participants to say, even though my time's done, I want to stay here with the rest of the crew and finish this out.
Wow.
Because it's something that they made a part of with their own hands, and they realize that. And instead of their kids saying at school, Daddy was
documentary.
Elementary is the poorest, most economically repressed elementary school in the state of Oklahoma, not just the city or the county. And the walkway that was the fastest way for school in the state of Oklahoma, not just the city or the county, and the walkway that was the fastest way for students to get to it in the neighborhood was to come through an area of what it turned out to be industrial dumping. These are folks that decided they wanted to get out of paying the landfill fee or the proper disposal with environmental concerns, and they're just dumping where the kids were expected to walk through every day to school. And so we have an industrial dumping today. Tomorrow you have a prostitution ring. The day after that you have a hack shop. And then pretty soon you have just about every negative, bad thing that can happen to a blighted area start to occur around this hub. And so we went through and cleaned all that out. Because really what Shine has made possible is all the things that formerly were labor or cost prohibitive, now we can do because we have enough of us joining together with the equipment that the county already owns. And that's sort of the perfect marriage that separates us apart from all the other community service organizations.
Now, when was that done, and has it stayed clean since?
Yeah, it was completed in 2014, and it has remained clean, and it is maintained now by the city.
That's got to be a huge morale boost for those kids who probably don't have the easiest of lives.
It's sort of funny how trash is contagious, but also cleanliness is contagious. And when there's pride started in a community, it's amazing how much of that starts to spread. In areas that were private property that the county couldn't lawfully go work on, property owners took ownership and started turning things around. So, you know, that area still has a lot of room for improvement, don't misunderstand, but it is immensely better than it was a couple years ago.
Brian, thank you so much for letting me drag you out of your coffee. I really appreciate you spending the time to share this story, and it's making a difference.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.